If you watched the last video, you might be tuning into this expecting to see the Coupe de la Ligue final against Paris Saint-Germain. I did say though that if we got an interesting draw in the Europa League that I would show that match. As it turns out, we got an interesting draw in the Europa League, so we've got that match for you today. Hi guys, Gamer James here. Welcome back to the Marseille series. It's episode 40. Thank you very much if you're a new subscriber, if you're an old subscriber. You all mean the world to me. Thank you very much for clicking play. So today, kind of a bonus one, I guess. I did say if we got an interesting draw, we would show the Europa League because it's the furthest we've got in Europe. We're in the second knockout round. The next round is a quarter-final, so if we get through it, we're really getting to the business end of the competition. We are still going to show the Coupe de la Ligue final against Paris Saint-Germain when it comes about in a few games' time, but this one's really intriguing draw that we got, so we're going to have both legs in this video, so there's not going to be an awful lot of preamble. Just going to quickly show you the Europa League draw in full, our opponents and the league that they play in, and then we'll just have a quick look at our results since that ridiculous 5-2 win over Lyon. So let's get straight to that Europa League draw. This then is the draw in full. You can see we have been drawn against Athletic Club de Bilbao. I'm a massive fan of La Liga, so I'm really intrigued by this draw. Bilbao are a decent side. The whole Basque-only policy is just really fascinating. It's a save I've fancied doing for quite a while, purely because you are forced to bring players through, or you've got a very, very, very small pool of players from which to make purchases. A couple of interesting draws in there. You've got Manchester City playing Southampton. The two teams that were top of my wish list for this were probably Ghent and Anderlecht from Belgium. They've been drawn against each other. Copenhagen and Lokeren as well were up there as teams I would love to have faced. Bilbao were not too near the top, I'll be honest. It's going to be tricky, but it's a really intriguing draw. We could have got Roma, so we could have got Monaco, we could have got Lyon, we could have got Liverpool or Man City, so I am delighted. I mean, that Lyon-Liverpool game and the Monaco-Roma ones are particularly tasty. This is the team page then for Athletic Bilbao. You can see at the top they're currently 11th in La Liga. We will have a look at the table in a second. The captain is Markel Susaeta, been at the club since he was born really. Same for Mikel San Jose, their vice captain and their key player. Senol Güneş is the manager. He's Turkish. Been in charge of a couple of the big teams in Turkey, I believe. In their history, they've won 8 La Liga titles, 23 Copa del Reys and a Spanish Super Cup. So they've a team with a massive amount of history, along with Barcelona and Real Madrid, one of only 3 clubs to have never been relegated from Spain's top flight, which is an incredible achievement, made all the more remarkable by the Basque-only policy. If anything, that makes their job 100 times harder than everyone else's in that division. But players are fiercely loyal. They don't leave, and they don't generally sell players. We've seen it with Fernando Llorente and Javi Martinez in the past. Players have release clause. You pay that or you don't get them. And in the case of Fernando Llorente, they will just let his contract run out and let him go on a free. They are not that bothered. It is a save that I definitely will do at some point. Let's have a look at the league table then and see where they are, and then we'll maybe have a bit of a look at their squad. As you can see, you know, we mentioned earlier, they are in 11th. They're 11 points off 6th, so it's looking unlikely with 10 games to go that they're going to get back into Europe through the league. I'm not sure if they're still in the cup competition. We'll have a look at that in a sec. Atletico Madrid, interestingly, are 5 points clear and are the reigning champions in Spain as well, which is really nice to see, particularly as I'm a Barcelona fan, that Real Madrid are nowhere in there. The last time Real Madrid won it was in 2012, so they're on a real barren spell. Of course, in real life, they've just won the title and the Champions League again, which is really annoying. But yeah, Atletico Madrid looking good to retain their title. Right, this is their squad then. You can see Ander Herrera. Wow, did he went back? I was going to say, I thought he must have been at Man United at the start of the game. Look at that. Manchester United paid £29 million for him. Goes back to Bilbao for 3.4 million. That's that's absolutely incredible. But you can see he'd not really figured in the last 3 seasons. So yeah, Bilbao got themselves a bit of a bargain there. Let's have a look then in terms of goals. Their top scorer is Victor Perez, who I think's a regen, isn't he? He was their hot prospect. Ooh, he looks good. He does look like a player. Got 5 goals in 9 games in the Europa League. Got 7 in La Liga. So he knows where the net is. He is certainly scoring some goals. But when you consider we've got Moussa Dembele, who's on 35, I think, and then I think we've got Memphis Depay might be on 9 or something. So when you consider that, how far we are into the season, we're coming into the middle of March, and their top scorer is only on 12. Shows you where their problem is a little bit, really, I think. Let's have a look at their schedule then. Let's go down to the bottom. So they are out of the Copa del Rey. They got knocked out by Real Zaragoza. They have just beaten Atletico Madrid in the last league game, so that will give them confidence. They've been on a bad run before that, 2 draws, 2 defeats, and a bit of patchy form for a few weeks now. So it's going to be a really interesting game to see if that Atletico result does have a bit of an impact on them. Right, our results. Not going to do the usual more in-depth and goals because I've got 2 matches to get in, so otherwise it's going to be an hour long, this video. So after that Lyon game, we had the home leg against Sturm Graz. We'd already won 2-0. We went a goal down. While I'm talking here, I am just going to put their goal, the Sturm Graz goal in, put them 1-0 up because it was an absolute thunderbolt of a goal. Jordan Ayew did manage to level for us just after the hour mark. We went through 3-1 on aggregate. Disappointing not to win on the night, but safe passage. We then went to Stade Brestois in Ligue 1 and won 4-2. Moussa Dembele, Pierre Sisto, Timu Bakayoko and Francisco Javier, love that kid, got our goals, and a good brace from Fabrice Olinga in the last 6 minutes. Put a bit of respectability on the score, but we were far, far superior in this game, as we were against Ardennes in the 11th round of the Coupe de France. Machalek, Depay and Bruno Fernandes got the goals all in the first half. Job done, through to the next round. You can probably see a bit further down there we've got the draw, but I'm guessing I'm hiding who we're playing at them. Might be able to just make it out, but we will be playing Tours away, so a real chance of a semi-final. And big news, Paris Saint-Germain were knocked out by Sochaux. So a huge, huge shock. Marquinhos scored an early on goal and it finished 1-0. So one of our biggest rivals for the French Cup is out. We've got a real chance now. Monaco, Lyon and Bordeaux are still in it, but tell you what, I am really fancying our chances of lifting the Coupe de France now. So Saint-Etienne then came to the Velodrome and we dispatched them 2-1. Bit nervier than it should have been. We were the better side. Francisco Javier and Moussa Dembele got the goals, and it's a great 3 points. Let's see what it did to the league table. And what those games have done since the Lyon match is kept us in second place. In fact, put us in second place because we were still a point behind, weren't we, after the Lyon win? So we've gone above them. We're now 7 points behind Paris Saint-Germain still, with 9 games to go. We're not going to catch them. That is quite clear. We're not going to catch them, but we are chipping away at their dominance. Even if they won all 9 games now, they would just sneak over the 100-point barrier when they have generally been comfortably clearing that. So we're definitely chipping away at their dominance. Hopefully next season we will mount a proper challenge. It's looking really good. Lyon and Monaco now make up the top 4. No surprise there, really. And the 3 games that Paris Saint-Germain have lost have been to ourselves, Lyon and Monaco. So definitely shows that we are catching them. The team then to face Bilbao in San Mamés: Rajkovic in goal, Kyle Walker at right back, Eric Bailly, Malang Sarr and Faitou Mouassa. It's Thiago and Santiago Asasibar in the middle with Sisto, Bruno Fernandes, Francisco Javier and Moussa Dembele in attack. It's a really strong team. It's a really strong bench. We haven't really got any injury problems. We're favourites to win in Bilbao in the fixture list. So let's see what the press are going to say. So you can see we are favourites to win this one as well. We're evens. Athletic Bilbao 11-5. We just apparently we're just stronger according to the press report. So I'd agree with that. I'm expecting us to get away goals. I'm expecting us to at least get a score draw. Hopefully a 1-0, 2-1, something like that would be perfect. Okay, so we've assertively told them we're the favourites, get out there and impress me. I've also gone through and talked to each group of players as well and just passionately told them I have faith. It's all gone great, brilliantly. The only thing I am going to do to start with is just put it on standard and flexible, just because we're away from home, big game, potentially a tough opponent. So we're just going to, just take a bit more of an assertive stance. I think control. I think sometimes doesn't work away from home. So we'll see how this goes. Let's hope we can get an early goal here. This will be nice. Dembele's in. Oh, Kepa has made the save. Rajkovic spreads play out to Mouassa. Here's Malang Sarr. Mouassa again. Lifted forward. What a pass that was in the end to Bruno Fernandes. Looked a bit hit and hope. Dembele, brilliant ball in. Oh, what a finish. Pione Sisto, 6th goal of the season. Great move from that ball from Mouassa into Fernandes. Little ball to Dembele. What a beautiful dink and what a volley. 1-0 away goal. We really need to build on that. We've got goals as well. Monaco are beating Roma and Anderlecht are beating Ghent in the Belgian derby. Here's Dembele. He pulls it across and Bruno Fernandes. What a dream start. 7th of the season for Fernandes. We are 2-0 up after 10.5 minutes. This is outrageous. What a start. Straight in from the kickoff then. Can Bilbao get themselves back into this match? They are in danger of being absolutely wiped, just wiped out in the first leg here. But Susaeta is in, and that's a poor finish. Throwing from Kyle Walker. Bruno Fernandes takes it down. Good ball in. Thiago hits one. Hits the post. There's the obligatory woodwork strike. And it's from Thiago, who will take the corner. In it goes and headed wide by Bay. Half time then, we're 2-0 up. Athletic Bilbao's players are looking absolutely cream crackered. There's 2 or 3 players on 65, 68% at the end of that first half. And most of them are low 70s. So they are really, really tired. We've calmly said, keep your performance levels up because you might be ahead, but that could still change. For some reason, that stressed Predrag Rajkovic out. I don't really know why. Just going to give him a little bit of a boost. Hopefully that'll help. It doesn't seem to have, but he probably isn't going to have an awful lot to do, to be fair. Second half is underway. Yeah, look at those player stats. I mean, they are absolutely shattered, the Bilbao players. That Madrid Atletico win must have taken some really big effort out of them because they are absolutely smashed. First highlight of the half then. We have got it on key because I've got 2 matches to get through. Here's Sisto, Thiago, Mouassa. Get it across. He does. Bruno Fernandes. That is the tie in the bag. It's 3-0. It's utter dominance from us. I mean, if we'd been playing this on extended, look at that. 28 shots we've had. 15 on target. It's a good job we got it on key. Goal kick taken long. Eric Bailly heads away. Ander Herrera to Hervias. We have made 3 substitutions. Paulista, Andrea Pereira, and I can't remember who the other one was, have come on. And I mean, we've not seen an awful lot. We've got it on key. And Perez has scored. He looked offside to me, but the youngster, the hot prospect, has got a goal back. We've had 31 shots on goal, and we haven't seen an awful lot of them at all. We've had 4 clear-cut chances and 4 half chances, but we've just not seen an awful lot of highlights, to be fair. Here's Mouassa. Memphis was the other player that came on for Sisto. Here's Asaskibar, Francisco Javier, Pereira, Dembele, Memphis, across to Bruno Fernandes. 3-goal lead restored, immediate reply, 4-1. Dream first leg. Didn't expect it to go quite this well. I did think we'd win, but I didn't think we'd put the tie to bed. So we've got 90 seconds to go, including stoppage time. Here's Perez with the long, high cross. It's headed away. Francisco Javier, beautiful bit of control. Memphis, cross to Asaskibar. Kyle Walker. Asaskibar continues a little bit of a run there. Here he is. He gets the ball in, but it's he couldn't get his foot round it. I've got a feeling this was just petering out into the exit highlight anyway. Possession-wise, we've not dominated, but going to standard and flexible certainly seems to have worked in this match. It really does. Oh, what a hit that is from Perez. I am definitely going to be scouting this kid. He looks really, really good. It's his 14th goal of the season in all competitions. I think, is that 11 in the competition? That's a stunning strike. Brilliant hit. It's 4-2. Does that give them a little bit of interest? They've got to come to the Velodrome and win by 3 at the minute. I can't really see that happening, to be honest. And I certainly can't see them keeping us out in the Velodrome. But if they do get another one, could just make it a little bit interesting, I guess. But that is it. It's all over. 4-2. I am so happy with that. Brilliant performance. We're going to just calmly say that was a good win. I don't want them getting complacent ahead of the second leg, but that is a really good win. Bruno Fernandes got a hat-trick in the end. I didn't actually realise he'd got a hat-trick. I thought he'd only got 2. A couple of assists from Dembele. Pione Sisto got the first goal, didn't he? And then Fernandes just got, well, wow, a hat-trick. Delighted with that. Quick look through the other results then. Anderlecht got a 2-0 win in Ghent, so that's probably that one done. Monaco 1, Roma 1, Hertha 1, Lokeren 0. Lyon beat Liverpool 2-0. That's going to be an interesting European night at Anfield. Sampdoria with a 2-1 win over Copenhagen, so that one is still finely balanced. Southampton 2, Man City 1, Sporting 3, Fiorentina 0. So there are a couple of games that are still alive going into the second leg. R1 should be dead. So we do have a game against Nantes, which we're going to play now. We'll give you a quick recap of what happened in that, and then it'll be straight into the second leg. Well, what a game this was. It was a brilliant game away at Nantes. Very even. You can see the possession was pretty even. We just edged it ever so slightly. 21 shots for Nantes, 24 for us. It was an absolute slobber knocker of a match. And full of quality goals. Thomas Andrade put us ahead 9 minutes before half time, pulling down a pass with a beautiful bit of control and then slotting it home with his weaker right foot to give us a lead at half time. Sylvester Igboon, Sly as he's nicknamed in the game, capped off a good team move to level it. Andrade then got his second of the match, his 5th of the season, with an absolute rocket into the top corner. But then Sly got his second to level the game, just danced inside the defence and lashed in a brilliant finish. It was a frustrating result, but a brilliant match to watch. But it wasn't all bad when you look at the other results. So what it has done for the league table is it's kept us in second. Obviously we've lost ground on Paris Saint-Germain now. We're now 9 points behind them with 8 games to go. But you can see here, Lyon surprisingly lost at home to lowly Angers. And the following day, Monaco could only draw at home to Stade Rennais. So we haven't lost ground on anyone. We've gained a point on Lyon, which could be crucial come the end of the season. You never know. We are only 2 points above them, but I'd rather be 2 points above them than not. So all in all, a poor result, but not a damaging one. The team then that we're going for the second leg is, there's a few changes. We've got Guillaume Kone in goal, give him another game, a bit more experience. Kyle Walker at right back, Luca Perrin and Gabriel Paulista at centre back. They played together in the last match against Nantes. So I thought I'd give them another game. Malik Ousfani at left back, Thiago and Stambouli in centre mid, and then it's Sisto, Bruno Fernandes, Thomas Andrade, and Jordan Ayew up top. Moussa Dembele is getting a total rest today. He's not involved at all. If for whatever reason Ayew needs to come off, which he might well do looking at his physical shape, then I'll put Memphis Depay up top. Few changes. We've got Caen coming up in the league just 3 days after this match, and then we've got the Coupe de la Ligue final. So hopefully, I'm trying to keep the squad fit, make some changes for the Caen game. They are 5th, but we are at home, so hopefully we can beat them, and then everyone will be fit, because coming up after Caen is the Coupe de la Ligue final. Okay, so team talk wise, we've just assertively told them that we're on a good run, but don't get complacent. Seem to go down very, very well. Interestingly, Bilbao's goalkeeper is carrying a slight injury. You can see there he's got the little orange cross above his head, so that's an interesting choice. They mustn't have any reserve keepers or something. I don't know why you would play a keeper with an injury in a match like this. They do have to come here and beat us by 3 clear goals. Probably isn't going to happen. Let's hope it does. Let's hope it doesn't happen. If it happens, I might have to resign, because that would be an absolute shocker. But here we go. First highlight of the match. Corner from Thiago is cleared away, and Alonso picks that up. It's a poor ball from Stambouli. That lifted forward. Kyle Walker intercepts. Back with Alonso and Ander Herrera. Alonso, come on. If they get the first goal, it's going to get very, very jittery. I really don't need them getting the first goal, and they might do here. Alonso, De Marcos, they're trying to get Perez in. They do get Perez in. They do get the first goal. Victor Perez, 1-0 in the night, 4-3 on aggregate. Victor Perez has scored all of their goals in this tie. He looks an absolute prospect. He's a new gen, as I showed you earlier, but I am thinking I'm going to have a little look at him. Once this tie is done and dusted, we're going to definitely scout him and see what will happen. I'm not sure how easy it would be to get him away from Bilbao, but it might be worth having a go. We have got a lot of good young strikers, though. That's the only thing. I don't want to really stockpile them. As Andrade could be in there, should have scored. Difficult header, I suppose, but could have done better with that. But come on, this is a worrying, worrying start. As Athletic Bilbao have it again, they are doing really well, and Perez is in the clear and has scored again. Oh my word, what is going on here? We are being ripped apart. Have we taken them too lightly? Are we going to be made to pay here? This is not looking good at the minute. Come on. Why are you not doing... They've had 2 shots on goal. 2 shots on goal and scored them both. Come on, half an hour gone. Come on, boys. What are you playing at? We've got it on key highlights, so it's firing through the match, but looking at the stats, it wouldn't have shown us an awful lot in extended anyway. We've had 7 shots, 1 on target. It has been an absolute disgrace at the moment, this match. An absolute disgrace. And at this rate, it's going to be 3-0 before half-time. Come on. Boys, get a tackle in. Thank you. Bruno Fernandes. Stambouli. 1 goal for us virtually kills it again. But I do not want to lose the match, regardless of whether we go through or not. And that is another awful, awful shot from Andrade. Get these players in at half-time. Come on. Half-time, please, ref. Come on. Let's get these players in. That is disgraceful performance. What was that? We're going to go from control to standard. We're going to go from fluid to flexible, because we've not done anything in that half. It's been absolutely appalling. I don't think I've ever seen a half that bad. Did we even... We had that Andrade shot at the end of the half, didn't we? I don't think we had anything else. We better do something in this half now. But here come Bilbao again, and it's Perez. He's going to get a shot away, but Kone saves. Free kick for Bilbao. The clock has just shot right up to 83 minutes here. I've done no editing since that tame save. And we are being... Well, if it was unextended, we've had plenty of shots. We've had 20 shots now. But it hasn't really shown any of them. And Kone has just about kept that out. My God, that would have been embarrassing. He almost pushed that into his own net. Come on. I cannot believe we are losing this like this. This is ridiculous. That's a great ball on Francisco Javier. We did make a triple threat substitution. Javier came on. Oh, Francisco Javier pulls it across. Bruno Fernandes. Thank you. My God, they've made hard work of this. Ridiculous. 22 shots on goal we've had now. It's a good ball in, a good finish. Thankfully, that has killed the tie, which put us through, but I am far, far, far from happy. As Bakayoko shoots, it's easily saved. And you can see Sasibar's got an injury. Obviously, that happened after the third substitute. That seems to be happening more and more at the moment. It's a cut hand. He'll probably be out for 6 months with that, knowing us. Right, we've gone through. I'm absolutely disgusted at what we saw. So we've assertively told them it was a let-off, we weren't good enough, and it's gone down well. For whatever good the green does, it doesn't do anything. Look what I told them at half-time, and it did nothing. So I don't know what whether these team talks do anything at all, to be honest. But we are through. That's basically all that matters. Just have a quick look at these results here. Lokeren 4, Hertha 4. Wow. I can't remember what the scores were from the first legs on these, actually. Anderlecht, I think we're already 2-0 up from the first leg, weren't they? So they're through. Okay, let's go through and have a look at the results. So the results then, a lot of away teams have gone through. Anderlecht did go through 3-0. Copenhagen lost at home to Sampdoria. Fiorentina are out at the hands of Sport. Manchester City are out at the hands of Southampton. Liverpool are out at the hands of Lyon. Monaco are out at the hands of Roma. So some big clubs gone out. The biggest threats to us now would probably be Roma and Lyon, I guess. Shall we fast forward and see who we get in the next round? Right, well, I'm kind of in the centre of the screen now. Kind of didn't want to block the teams down below. I always forget to move the camera around when I'm doing a draw or things like that. I really should do it. So you can see the teams that are in. We've got Anderlecht, Lyon, Roma, Southampton, Hertha, Sampdoria and Sporting Clube de Portugal. Don't call them Sporting Lisbon. Let's get this underway. The draw is underway. Who's going to be out first? Who do I want out of that? I'm not... Oh, we're first out. Who have we got? Sampdoria. I'm loving that. Loving that. We have... I don't think... Have we played an Italian team? Did we play Roma? We had Roma in the group stage, didn't we? Southampton, Anderlecht, Roma, Lyon. Now that I am happy with. Roma against Lyon is a really good draw because that's going to be one of the favourites now going out. So that is superb. And I am really happy because I think we can get through against Sampdoria. Okay then, that's the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Apologies if it's dragged on a little bit longer than normal. Obviously, having the both legs of that match could have meant it's dragged on a little bit. Obviously, I haven't edited it yet, so I don't really know. Only one match to play off camera. That's the game against Caen at home. They are 5th at the minute. I am confident we can beat them. We should be beating them. We're at home. And then it's into the Coupe de la Ligue final against Paris Saint-Germain. Hopefully, it will live up to the last 2 Coupe de la Ligue finals that we did. I don't know if we may have a little recap of those because there's not going to be a lot of preamble in that video. So maybe we'll have a little recap of what happened in the last 2 Cup finals that we've been in. But guys, if you've liked this video, click that like button for me. That would be brilliant. Subscribe if you haven't already and you want to see more. And thank you so much for watching. As always, have a great day, whatever you're doing. And I will see you very soon. Can we lift the Coupe de la Ligue?